Mama said there would be days like this. The off-season is long. Indeed.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. It's hard to go through all the work we got to go through. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So, since the offseason is long, we got a long time to try to get my boy Big Game James to sip on this Kool-Aid.
I know, right? That boy,
I ain't sipping on ish.
he ain't gonna sip on the Kool-Aid.
I guarantee you gonna sip on some Kool-Aid today. I guarantee you will,
No, I
dog.
guarantee you I won't.
I promise you gonna sip today, dog.
You gonna sip
We
this
gonna
Kool-Aid?
talk. We gonna talk you into sipping. I promise you.
You're not gonna, nope, nobody. You're not gonna talk me into anything. 'Cause I'm not believing none of this stuff, dog. I don't care. Like I said, I can love my squad, but I'm not doing none of that. Nope.
It's good, Big Game.
I bet it is. Bet it tastes great. But I'm not drinking that stuff.
Blue.
I'll drink water.
Water.
You know what the flavor of this Kool-Aid is, Big Game?
What's up?
It's Mr. Nasty time.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I drank some Kool-Aid the other day. It was at the bottom. Tasted like straight chemicals. I was like, ugh. See, that's what I be talking about, man. This wasn't measured.
But see, as long as you measure it,
We ain't even been drinking Kool-Aid in the crib no more, dog. That's what we tell you. We ain't even been drinking. We used to drink Kool-Aid all the time. Now we don't even drink it. So
What
I
you
tell
drink,
you, we ain't
water?
even drinking. I've been drinking water, juice,
We got Cowboy water
and that
too.
sugar water.
We got Cowboy
I want
water.
that sugar water.
We gonna give you some of that Cowboys water. It's blue, baby.
That's what my grandma called it. She called it sugar water.
The sugar water with a little lemon, a little lime for your mind.
Yeah.
Man, we gonna get the home. You gonna drink some of that Kool-Aid though, man. By the time we finish, you gonna take a sip somewhere, bro.
Some
I
agave.
bet you I don't. I bet you I don't.
Look, it won't
I'm
be
making
until
you more
like
and more.
training camp though. Big Game. See, that's why I love
Nah.
Big Game James. He got a tangible. He got to see it himself.
Yeah, that's all.
It don't,
is.
it don't matter. We gonna go to camp. I'm gonna be like, ooh, he look nice, but guess what? I ain't drinking it.
Ah,
What? You refuse even if
they
you see
already,
it.
they already, because I'm seeing. Listen, because you see, usually like when Michael Parsons last year, I was hyped, right?
Right.
Sam
right.
Williams, they going crazy about him right now. Blah blah. I'm like,
It's too early.
man.
What
What's
about
that,
this,
Sam
Big
Williams,
Game?
he's just different.
What if they make a surprise cut, like a cut that will open you up? Like, man, you know what? Cowboys about their business.
It's not gonna matter.
If they
Law.
cut
Nope.
Noah Brown,
it's gonna work, bro.
right? If they cut
It's
Noah
not
Brown,
gonna work, dog. Oh, okay. Then we really know we ain't about no business.
if they cut LVE, what would you do? You be like, oh,
I'm be like, so.
That's my dog. That must say I be like so.
We ain't nothing to the playoffs. I don't even look at regular season no more. It's playoff.
playoff.
I love it.
Playoffs.
Love it. Hold on, bro. I got a button for you, dog. Sure. That's for anybody that try to run up on my boy Big Game James.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change till the same got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same.
Big Game James says
on
I
my
was
change. Take
born
some
in the
losses
dark.
when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with A, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Rabbit now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
Come on.
You just rock what's on the shelf, and
Let me
I'm
see
not
some
feeling
blue hearts in the
it.
chat,
Just for the
Cowboy
one,
Nation.
But baby girl, it's not the real
Before we
estate.
get started.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
Legit.
Yeah.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
I do.
Lately, I just wanna
Run it up. Because I
Yes,
do
indeed.
every day of the week. Man, we got so much to talk about. Ooh-wee. Where do we start? I'm going to go ahead. Now, we always start with the big homie, Big Game
Big
James.
game.
Let me see.
Oh, we ain't start with me today. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm listening.
No.
I'm bouncing off y'all.
We do got something to say.
What?
I got something
what I gotta
perfect for you,
say?
big
The
dog.
minister of defense.
Please tell me what.
I got
What I
something
gotta
perfect
say?
for you, bro.
Please. Okay.
You
boss,
gonna
tell
like
me.
this. Man, I got you, bro.
You got him.
Please tell me. I'm waiting.
Anthony Barr, bro.
See.
Yeah, I know you, boy. You my dog. I know you, man. Yeah.
I don't like you.
I made my dog laugh. Give me a hand, y'all.
That boy
Give me
good.
a
That boy good. I
hand.
got him right here. That boy good.
Use one. Yeah. You good.
That boy good. That boy good.
Yeah. So guess what I got today, man? I got some film on Anthony Barr.
What?
Because I
seen
want.
it. That was good stuff.
Oh, I appreciate it because I want to go through it here with you too. But you been Mr. King on Anthony Barr.
Yeah.
I am the king. I will.
Yeah.
I will beat my chest on that one.
Beat it.
I am the king.
Beat it, dog. That's why we start. I told you was gonna drink some type of Kool-Aid today, some type of silk.
I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. We just talking.
You liar.
Hey, look, bro.
Yeah.
But that Anthony Barr, man, that's something that. First of all, thank you for pushing that.
Yeah.
Because I finally went through his film a lot. Oh my. Can you talk about that, dog?
Yeah. Talk about the three interceptions and everything else, man. Talk about it all.
I mean, I think he played like 11 games, didn't play till like week 5. He still had 72 tackles, 3 interceptions. He had 2.5 or 3 sacks. I think he had a 2-sack game I showed against the Bears. He had 11 tackle game, 2 sacks. My thing is like this. I'm not saying Anthony Barr coming in being no savior, but what we're talking about is you already got a familiarity with the staff with Edwards, and so there's already that connection, right?
Right.
You got a dude that's 6'5", 255, 260, is versatile, can play all 3 positions. He brings experience to the table. He's been around the league. He's something that he can teach the young pups, and he's good for depth. When you look at the linebacker room right now, you got Micah, you got Jabril Cox coming back from injury. You still don't have Damone Clark, LVE. Even though he was healthy last year, you still got a question mark with it. So the linebacker room is still not stacked. You're bringing in a Harper that Boss did a great film session on. But he's a 6th-round draft pick. Yep. So when you look at the linebacker core, you still need linebackers. I mean, Boss talked about what you need to draft. That didn't really happen, right?
Nope.
So you still need that linebacker. So you need that veteran, I feel, in my opinion, because, dog, injuries happen. We just saw Jabril Cox last year tear up his knee, right? So you need that depth. And what better depth if you have somebody go down than a guy who's been around the league who can come in and actually play good for you and not be one of those Band-Aid type guys.
What's your thoughts on it, Law?
Man, I mean, new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom can get those corners. And what you think about it, man, shoot, Anthony Barr, he knows this system, knows George Edwards, and quite frankly, I think that with his experience, he can pick up what Dan Quinn is trying to present out there. And think about this. I love turnovers. I don't like them at all. I want to get the ball back to the number 1 offense. Why not go pick up Anthony Barr, like Big Game James said? 3 interceptions last season. Excuse me, Cowboy Nation. And you think about what Parsons is able to do. He's an off-ball linebacker. Anthony Barr, he's not afraid to come off the edge and get pressure and put pressure and pain on the quarterback. It's a no-brainer to me. Bring him in. I need a cup of coffee. Barr. That's what I would do.
Yeah, man. I'm finna open up his film. You talked about the Chicago game. Let's check it out, Big. I'm gonna push the OC button for the film breakdown, but if you don't mind, since this is the guy you've been pounding the table for, let's go through it together, big dog, if you don't mind.
All
right, so we got the film coming. OC coming too. He'll be in a minute. But me and Big, we got it. And you, Law, obviously. You too, Law. All right, So yeah,
I see the fire.
so we got the Yoga Flames on that
That's
boy.
beautiful.
Man, that dope right there, fam.
Let's see how he can still trail. I mean, here's my thing. Even on this play right here, dude got like about a 4 or 5 yards, but the pursuit, he's still able to pursue. You can send him on blitzes still. I mean, still he can still attack and still the edge. You see, I can come right there, come down the line, still make tackles for you. I mean, you got him right here in the middle. He can still drop in coverage for you. It's not a guy that he's going to be a super liability in coverage. He can drop for you. I don't know if this is a play where he does drop. I think, yep. See, he drops right here, and then watch him come back here, hone in on the play, and he gets the sack right here. Bam! That's what you want, right?
Yep.
And he got another sack in this game later in there, and you can see him right here. Let's see what he's going to do right here. I think this is where he gets a tackle right in there. Look at that anticipation. Get off, sheds off the block. Now, although the man did get about 3 or 4 yards, my thing is like this. If you got a Micah Parsons sitting right next to him, man, don't you feel good? If you got an LVE, don't you feel good about that? Look out. You got a veteran right here who's a guy that you can count on. I feel like this is a guy that you're not feeling like, look at the linebackers that we have brought in, boss, right? Look at the linebackers we have brought in from free agency. We had question marks when they brought even Keanu Neal from, he was converting. This guy is a true, look at this. Look at it. This guy is a true linebacker. 6'5", 255.
Watch
all
this.
Measurable. This is a
Watch
sack
this
right
balance.
here. Watch this play.
Yeah,
watch how he gets off of this block.
Watch
He's going
this
to get off
balance.
this block for the running back. Watch this. Get off of here. Boom. Get up. Jump right off his feet. Pursue.
Sack action.
Run the man down. Sack. Look at the play. And that was on 4th down. That was on a 4th down play. That was a big play. That's what I'm saying. Did you see right here? Great fill. He's going to fill this hole right here. Watch him. Watch this. And look at see how he plays on his feet too? Look at that. Fills the hole, but he plays on his feet. You notice how he always leaning and playing on his feet? That's what I like about that guy. And if you look at his career, he's a dude that's like averaging like 70 tackles per season. Like I said, he didn't play till week 5 and still got you 72 tackles.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Block, bam. You feel
That's
me?
the
You feel me,
thing right
boss?
there that you
Didn't play
said.
till week 5. And
Yes.
still got 72 tackles.
That's the thing right there. In 11 games, he has 72 tackles, bro.
Write that down.
Woo.
Write that down.
Look how he drop. Look how you see how he can drop in coverage, make the stick on the play. Dog, that's a no-brainer, bro. It's a no-brainer. It's going to add to your linebacker room. You got Michael Parsons coming in year 2, right? He's not a finished product. You see what I'm saying? And what I think Anthony Barr can spit is knowledge to him, hand placement. Anthony Barr was never a high sack guy like we have Michael Parsons, right? But he's still sneaky in where he can rush the passer. And I feel like he can give little nuances to pass on to Michael Parsons. And that's what I really like about it. He adds leadership, I believe. He adds wisdom. He adds depth. I feel like this is a no-brainer. And the Cowboys have got enough money to afford him. We already heard, well, at least I heard in the air that the Cowboys ain't going after really no receiver veteran, right? So if that's the case, and you got enough money sitting there on the side, I think it's like at least still $13 million on the side. That definitely can work, and you guys can make that happen, Dallas. And it needs to, because like I said, the defense right now, in my opinion, is ahead of the offense. So until that offense comes up, why not? Let's keep on adding defense to keep on making that thing strong until that offense can come up and get together.
Man, big game, James.
FBI, open up!
I bet you if we fool around and get Anthony Barr, Big Game James gonna be like, hey, give it this Kool-Aid.
I ain't gonna drink the Kool-Aid,
drink,
but I will
James,
say I told you so.
But
man, we gonna give you some of this Kool-Aid.
We gonna pour it up, man. And this is the thing, man. In college, he played what, defensive edge, right? And he converted over to that linebacker role for the Minnesota Vikings. And I believe he was the guy that when you looked at that team, you can say, okay, was it Hendricks or Kendricks? How you say his name? Is it with a K? Kendricks?
I think it's Kendricks.
Kendricks and Barr.
Yeah, I think it's Kendricks. But also, Law, just check. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You
but
good.
Even in 2014, when they had their draft prospects, he was the one in their 30 visits. So that's why I feel like it should happen too, because Dallas likes to recall those players. Like if they liked you in the draft and they couldn't get you and you're a free agent and you're affordable, they'll come after you. I feel like they did that with James Washington. They liked him in the draft. They couldn't get him. They circled back and got him. Terrell Basham in the draft. He was a 30 visit, and they circled back and got him. And now you got a guy that Anthony Barr was in the 30 visits. So to me, he was already in there. You already liked him before. You got enough money to get him. Stop playing the games, Baby Nuts Jones, and just go ahead and make this signing happen.
The Baby Nuts. Hey, man, go ahead and sign the man because here's the thing, too. The first reaction of a linebacker is to actually read, and then you react, and then you explode to your point to make the hit. And Anthony Barr, I believe he exhibits that patience, that cognitive, that cerebral approach to the game to say, hey, I'm going to read out. I understand that I got cutback responsibilities. I know not to over pursue. And I think that we need that on this team. And when it's time to come down and fill, you look at his size. He got the physical size to fill the gaps or what have you, or shoot through them and to make those plays. So, yeah, it's a no-brainer. I'll go crazy if the Cowboys sign up right now.
I tell you what, if we was to sign him, I don't care. I'm going to just go and tell you straight up. I'm drinking. Ooh, I'm drinking. On that defense, I would drink it. Yes, I would totally drink it because that would be the missing piece.
You wouldn't have to rush Jabril Cox. You wouldn't have to rush to see whether or not LVE can step in. And then on top of that, boss, not to cut you off, you can really take your time with Damone Clark because that's the guy. That's the secret sauce. And when you guys go back and listen to Damone Clark interview on the DallasCowboys.com, my goodness, you know that small hairs on the back of your neck? Pour that Kool-Aid up.
I love
because,
man, I like him.
Man, Big Game James. I know you because I know you measure twice. You measuring the Kool-Aid.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, he's nice.
I think our reason I like him too, fellas, is because of the leadership. He's young, but he's a leader. When I did a tape on him, he switched his number from 35 to 18, and it just resonated with me. When they go to the number 18, it's like a cherished number to where it embellishes LSU football. Like you're like the man. When you get that jersey, it signifies you being like the guy. So for him to get that jersey and just listening to him talk and how he's just really he's a leader. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that you can really already put in the game and say, hey, I just love his attitude. You know what I mean? So that's somebody I'm waiting to see. Boss, now that's a guy that we were there on draft day. I'm gonna keep going back to it. We was back there on draft day, and I love this dude. I was like, he got that neck injury. Boss, like, no, we need to pull that trigger. No, we need to pull that trigger now. Yeah. And I'm like, I feel you, boss, but that neck, he like, dog, 5th round. This is great. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I feel you. Let's go ahead and do it. So then you hear about the doctor and all the good reports that he's got coming back from the neck injury. So, fellas, just like you said, Law, that's the secret sauce. If you got a linebacking core,
that's the secret sauce.
Micah Parsons, Damone Clark, and Jabril Cox. Woo! And you got an Anthony Barr in there, and then you can still sprinkle an LVE if you need it. Oh yeah, I feel good about that line because we've been talking about it, boss, for the last few years. We need to get that linebacking core together.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We've been screaming it.
Yeah, and see, I've been talking about it from protecting the queen, right? Protecting Micah Parsons. That's the key to me, is keeping him where he's going to stay versatile. Especially when you look at the running opponents. We got 9 running opponents. We got 11 to 12 top running backs that we're going to face. So, to me, I want to see the sense of urgency. We let Bobby Wagner go, right? Now we can redeem that by getting Barr, which, to your point, Law, and your point, Big, it buys us time with Clark. It gives us insurance for LVE and Luke Gifford.
Right.
It also, you don't have to rush Cox, who coming off ACL. Like, so many of those guys been under the knife. This is something I hope Steven is not trying to get a bargain on. This is one you need to pay him his price.
Yeah. And just to kick back from there, I believe that the Cowboys are waiting to see how these guys. When would they integrate the veterans camp with the rookie? Do you guys know the dates on that?
Because I know it's not this one that's coming up in May. I think it's the next one. That's in April, May, June? I think that's the June mini camp.
Right.
Is when the veterans get in it, because this mini camp is not veterans, I don't think.
Right.
Is that OTAs? Because OTAs is up now, right?
Yeah, this is just orientation.
OTAs are with the vets, aren't they?
I think they're still separate, but equal.
Okay.
But here's the thing, though, Cowboy Nation. You know how Stephen Jones, he liked to operate with, hey, I'm trying to get these young guys to pretty much overachieve so that they can get this role to be over the veteran guys. So I won't have to pay the veteran guys that long money. So we got Story Jackson, we got Aaron, his name is the tip of my tongue, Hainsford. We got a lot of guys that they want to take a real good look at to be sure before they sign one more veteran guy.
Yeah. And
that's tricky, though. You gotta understand, you gotta know what you're gonna get out of Harper, right?
Yeah, but see, and I like Harper, but Harper started 1 year at OKC. Mm-hmm. And I do like Harper, but he's the healthiest guy that you got.
Yeah.
And maybe he come in here in our world, but I just would feel so much better if they just got a veteran in here. I would just feel so
We need a vet.
We need a vet because you gambling. You gambling.
A good vet.
A good vet.
And that's what kills me, boss. That's what kills. Like I said, I keep going back to this, boss-in-law. That Stephen Jones will gamble the hell out on a draft pick, right, folks?
Yeah.
He'll gamble the hell out on a draft pick. You know why? Because it's cheap. Right. He'll do that gamble because it's a cheap gamble. But he won't do that gamble with a guaranteed player that's put in work, got the numbers. But I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna do that over here, so I ain't gonna do it. But I'll go with this dude in the draft who I ain't never seen play in the NFL, and he's hella cheap. We're going to put that stock in him. That's the funny thing with Stephen Jones, but whatever, bro.
The funny thing to me is the stock they put in there, LVE. That's the funny thing to me. That is hilarious because he played a whole season and got $2 million. That should tell you everything. You know what I mean? That alone should say bring in competition. And then when you add in Luke Gifford, that ain't even no better. It's just not. It's really just not no better. Like everything says they still need to stock up. Because right now they are betting on a young Harper.
They betting on him. Or they betting on LVE. If you can get 2018 LVE. If you can get a 2000, and I know that's a big if. That's what they looking for. 2018.
Right, that's what they hoping.
That's what they hoping.
How you gonna hope for that if you saw 17 games in him?
Because the old scouting tape, you are known by your last film. Somebody in that building
like LVE.
You are known by your last film. And his last film was that 49ers game, right?
Which was bad.
But they're gonna say
he improved.
They're gonna say he
improved. Because that's where they're coming from with the signing. They're gonna say he's improved, and he's probably trying to bet on himself. Like, well, let me try to get one more year where I can prove myself and get a deal. I mean, I guess it made sense in the big scheme of things for the Cowboys. I wasn't against LVE coming back, but it wasn't we need LVE back. It was never that. It was like, if he come back, cool. If he don't, all right. That's why I feel about LVE now.
Right.
And it's somebody that had a private workout with the Cowboys, and their family member reached out to me and said they are really excited to see him, and it could be that he will be out there flying straight to Oxnard, and his name is Anthony, and it's not Barr.
Man, don't play like that, Law.
I probably not. Look, I don't have no room to lie. You know what I'm
When you
saying?
said Anthony,
Bitches.
boy, I was finna lose it.
And
I
I
was
said
finna
not,
be
not
so
Barr.
happy.
And yeah, Big Game James
Anthony
said the
Hitchens?
name. Yeah.
I ain't had. That's man.
Now what do the Cowboys do?
I don't want no damn Anthony Hitchens.
Remember they brought in Brandon Carr. They brought him back.
I'll take Hitchens over LVE. Sure.
Yeah, I guess. Hitchens is blind now.
No, he said, nonsense. I'm
That's what I
just
feel
a
about
messenger.
Hitchens.
I'm just a messenger.
That's the one.
Is that the one?
Hey, what is that?
Nonsense.
That's the one, boss. Is that a freaking Price is Right or something?
Yeah, that's the Price is Right.
I love that one because that just really feels no. When you play that one,
Oh no, bro. Hey,
when you hear that noise, it's all bad.
or you hear this one. God dog, man. Ooh. But
I
I'll
ain't
take
hyped
him.
about no. Man,
I
I ain't hyped about no damn Anthony Hitchens.
I would take it.
And I'm not saying that the Cowboys should. I'm just relaying the message. His family member, he got a family member that stays here in Dallas, and he hit me up. He said, "Guess who I just bumped into?" I said, "Who?" My cousin Anthony, and he gave the report, and I said, I'm only taking it with a grain of salt because I didn't see no news in the next few days. But he said he could be one.
Play
of the
the
guys.
play the Price's thing.
Play it right
One more
Price is
time,
Right
bro.
there.
Hold on.
One more time.
Let me get it off Law because they don't think I'm doing it at Law. I ain't gonna do it on
Okay,
Law
this-
face.
no.
This is not that bad.
All right,
It's
let me
for
get it off
Anthony
Law
Hitchens.
face first. All right, it ain't on Law
Anthony
face.
Hitchens. It ain't for Law.
No. We
Not
need
that
this.
one.
Oh.
Now y'all fool around and get Anthony Hitchens over here. You gotta get around this bug, man.
Yeah, man, but I mean, just keeping it real,
Oh
man.
my
This,
God, that's funny. That's
I mean,
funny.
at least we know this. He will come up not like LVE. That's for
He
sure.
can feel it.
he
He's
will.
6 foot 232.
I take him.
That-
I would take him. I really would.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I guess. I ain't jumping up and down for it though. I ain't jumping up and down for that though. I'll take it. Though.
Him and N'Kobe Dean, same height.
Stop it. Stop
I'm
it.
just
See,
playing.
Law, you good with that. You good with that. I promise you, you so good with that. You so good with that.
I got a couple of things too. I want to tackle real quick. Law sent me something that's kind of disrespectful, but I want to kind of go through it with you guys. The PFF ranks. Because they got some interesting stuff on here. So Nick is number 1, which don't make no sense to me at all. I don't get it. And then Justin Herbert, number 2.
He's the number 1 player. Nick Bosa
Nick Bosa, number 1.
under 20. Are these the under 25 guys?
Under 25 guys.
Still, it just gets so disrespectful. Then Jonathan Taylor.
I would put Jonathan Taylor up there. Before
Taylor
Yeah.
up there. Taylor nice.
Yeah, he up there. He was up for
Nice,
MVP, so I can rock
Yeah,
with
he
that.
nice,
I can roll
right?
with that.
I can rock.
Nice.
All right, so let's keep going.
I like Justin Herbert. I like Justin Herbert though.
but not
He
way
nice,
up there.
Way up there.
Boss.
He did throw for 5,000
Herbert ain't
yards.
nice though, boss.
38.
He's super
Herbert ain't
nice.
nice though, boss.
He's super nice.
He
Down.
nice. He nice dog. He
But
nice,
it's some
dog.
players that I will put over him.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
going.
Let's
This
keep
is
going.
good.
Let's keep
This
going.
is good.
Let's keep going. All right, let's keep going because Law sent me this.
Keep
This is we said we was gonna be messy today. All right, so this is messy. This is messy. Yeah. So
I like Justin
Thors.
Ward. That's-
Okay, yeah, that's
nice.
solid.
Oh.
Justin
Ooh,
Jefferson. Yes.
He legit.
Yeah, he
legit.
should.
He just
I think he should be higher.
He just don't show up when he play
Yeah,
against those Cowboys.
Oh no, he don't.
He a dog.
He has not showed up on us
as
yet.
he don't show up.
No.
As long as
That's
he don't
true.
show up
Hey,
when he
Justin
play against
Jefferson a
us.
dog though.
But this is
Right.
where it get disrespectful.
Would you take
Parsons at
Justin? Would you
6?
take Justin?
Look at this.
Would you take Justin over Parsons?
No.
Hell to the no. Hell no.
No, bro.
Disrespecting
Hell
Parsons
to the
there.
no. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I ain't taking no Justin Jefferson over no damn Michael Parsons.
Ain't no way. They got Parsons way too low, bro. Parsons
he
should be
over
number
worse. He should be
one.
over worse. He should be over Bosa too. I know the only reason why Bosa's going to be
Yeah,
ahead of
15
Parsons right now
sacks.
because he got more work.
Yeah,
Because he got more work. He been there longer. That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
But see that
you
sack
can't-
rate based on snaps. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is you got to think. You know, you got to do math and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But
Bosa
based on
kinda
that boy
nice, though.
snaps,
I know. I feel you. But Bosa kind of nice though.
he ain't even close to nicer than Parsons.
Nah, he ain't nicer than Parsons.
No.
Nah, he ain't.
Oh,
he
that's
ain't
my
versatile.
dog. I thought you was finna fight
as
me on that.
versatile.
Ooh, I got
No,
ooh.
because Bosa ain't as versatile. Because
Right.
Micah can go to the ground and he can stand up. He can drop in coverage. You can do so many more things with him, and that's why he's better than Bosa.
Right.
You feel
Man,
me?
Big. Look, I was getting ready.
Hey man,
I
why
was
you
already
getting
trying to
stacked though?
fight.
Well, I thought you was finna come for me on that.
Oh, hell
Ooh-wee.
Watch out, Dak.
no. I love some Parsons, dog.
Man, Parsons,
I told
dog.
you he the face. He the new face. Why would I hate?
Yeah, he.
He the new face.
I was getting concerned for a minute. We back cool. All right, check this out.
Nah, we good.
But then the list is still disrespectful, dog. Then
Who we got out there?
Jamar Chase is the dog, though,
Chase.
man.
yeah, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
You can put him on the top.
Put it like this:
You can
He a dog.
Jamar
Yeah, dog.
or Justin Jefferson, right now.
Jamar.
Right?
Yeah, that Jamar dog. I think Justin got soft.
That's hard though. It's hard. Both of them boys.
Softer
No,
hands.
That's
That-
Chase.
That Chase boy.
You know what I like about? I think what I like about Chase more than Justin Jefferson because Chase is just a little more physical. I like the
Yes.
physicality at the
Yeah.
receiver position. You feel me?
Yeah.
Don't y'all like that about him? He kind of a bully. I kind of like it.
Yeah, and then Big, he got more bodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like somebody that body the best, and Chase
Yeah.
bodies the best. You know what I mean?
He
That
likes
bank-
body in him. He likes
that
body
bank-
in him.
That's the only bank open on Sunday, man. That Chase bank.
Chase, boy, you loco with it. Loco with it. God, no, that boy said that's the only bank open on Sunday.
Let's go.
Man, y'all hear this?
Yoga fire.
Man, I had to
Yoga
hit that boy with that
flame.
yoga on that
Appreciate
one.
you,
God,
man.
dog. Woo. All right, let's keep going through this list, though, because I want to go to the disrespectful part. Man, so we got Chase.
I like the
which
inside guy, Simmons, though. You know,
I do like Simmons.
I do
I'm not
like
mad
him.
at Simmons.
He-
Yeah,
Simmons
that's
is nice.
I'm
AJ Terrell good too because he came from Clemson and remember they were like, was this the
But-
right pick? And he came in since his rookie year and turned up
at
He
nine.
has.
At 9, though, James.
at 9.
Big game.
over DJ Metcalf. No, he ain't over
And
no
did-
DJ Metcalf. No, dog.
And then look, it
sure.
get worse to
You
me,
ain't
dog.
You don't even see
We not
that,
even
man.
done with the
Whoa,
disrespect,
whoa.
dog. We just getting started on this disrespect. Look,
Ooh.
Law sent me this. I was like, no way, dog.
Yo.
Look at this.
Max Crosby, he
Chase Young. Oh my.
Keep
What
going.
Diggs?
Now you see the Lamb. Oh, now you see Lamb.
Oh wow! Now you just now seeing CeeDee.
You
Now you
just
see
now
that.
seeing CD, dog, and we haven't
said
seen
two-
Diggs
it said-
yet.
Here's the thing: it said 2 solid seasons. Dude, you almost had 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. It was just solid.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see how they disrespect us?
They be
Oh, my God.
disrespecting CeeDee Lamb.
I can't
period.
stand no PFF, bro.
I'm gonna keep it
PFF.
real, dog. Hey, Boston Law. There's disrespect for CeeDee Lamb in the whole ranks. Let's keep
Yes.
it real.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
be disrespecting him, and he needs to just come out and go nuts because they basically trying to play him like he ain't no number one. And
Right.
I'm getting tired of that.
At
Yeah.
this
I'm
point,
getting tired of that.
at this
Oh,
point,
CeeDee
man.
Lamb, he ain't all that good.
I'm willing to fall on the sword. I'm willing to fall on the sword because all last year I was saying Coop. I'm willing to fall on the sword. This will be flat out one of the best seasons ever for any wide receiver to wear that silver and blue for CeeDee Lamb. I'm putting it out there right now.
Oh, wow.
Blind faith. Now that's Kool-Aid now.
That's a whole lot of Kool-Aid. You got a lot of
Wait a
sugar
minute.
in that one. I don't
Wait
know.
a minute. Wait a minute.
I ain't going that route.
Put it like this.
Yeah,
Look, yeah, wait.
I'm not doing that.
Hey, ho, hey.
Don't know about that, man.
But let me ask you this though.
Man.
What is the receiving record, the reception record for the Cowboys? I think Jason Witten got it. No, I'm talking about in a single season.
That's right.
No.
Des Bryant got it.
In a single season.
In a single season? Yeah,
Reception.
yards because he did that. Yeah. Oh,
I thought
receptions?
reception.
It was Witten. Yeah, because he
Witten.
got like 100. Yeah, he got 100 and some receptions. Yep.
Watch, CeeDee's gonna get that record. And what's the most touchdowns a wide receiver ever had in 1 year? The highest was it
he ain't gonna
playmaker?
get that.
He ain't getting that.
No.
Like 19 or something.
He ain't
It's
gonna
like
get
has
that.
17.
That ain't gonna get that. But no, how many touchdowns?
And then Emmett had like 22.
No, I'm talking as far as wide receivers. We ain't talking about the running back. No, what is the record though?
Well,
Is
Dez
it 16?
had 17. I think like Dez had like 17.
Yeah, Dez had like 17 in
2014
2014. It's a crazy number. I remember. It was crazy.
because he went crazy because he got like 1,800 yards that year.
Yeah, he
nuts.
went off.
He broke all kind
I
of
ain't gonna
records.
say.
Oh, man.
Put it like this.
He ain't going to
Put
do
it
the
like
touchdown
this.
one, dog.
He ain't doing that, dog.
This is the off season. Look, I'm all by myself, but that's okay. And
yeah, you are.
I'm all by
You way
myself.
yourself.
But can we meet in the middle? I'll buy y'all all.
No.
I'll buy y'all all beer.
No.
I'll buy y'all all beer. If Lamb can give us 12, that's somewhere close. That's a little bit over the middle. No,
Dak
Okay.
ain't even, listen,
If
y'all
he
know
get
Dak
12?
ain't even had. Dak hasn't had a double-digit receiving touchdown guy yet.
all right.
You know
Good
that,
point.
right?
Yeah, good point. Nah,
In his
Coop-
whole career.
Coop had 8 last year. Coop had
Right.
8 tubs last year, right? So
Man.
I'm going 12. That's 12. So he's gonna have 116 receptions.
Ooh.
I'm putting it out there so y'all know I'm gonna remember
Okay.
this. I'm gonna remember this.
116.
116.
I already wrote it down.
116,
116.
and 12 tubs. Is already
How many yards receiving? Yards receiving.
In this system,
Come on.
He had 1,000.
Yards receiving.
He had 935 his rookie, right? So he had
He had 1,100 last year
year
on 79 catches.
1,300.
What with 13?
13. This
You ain't
only
gonna- you
if
ain't
he
gonna
play
go
all
14, Law?
17 games.
14? Go 14, dog.
Go for it. I'll raise you. 14. So
Yeah,
116.
because if you got it,
Yeah.
116, 1,400.
14.
so
Yeah.
we go
12
run the
catches.
offense. You think we go run the offense through Lamb?
Ooh.
I got
Wow.
to roll.
Now-
I got to roll with
Ooh-wee.
it, baby. I'm out there in the
Hey,
mud,
boss,
baby.
you know,
The
that's
only way
last
we
year-
go
this
do
is
that
last year. Yes,
Is
this
that
last
we gonna
year,
be
right?
trying to show we was right on Cooper?
When you pray for rain,
That's
you gotta
it.
deal with
And
the
then after
mud
this
too.
year.
You hear what I said, boss?
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
That's real. That's
Let's
real.
go with it.
Hey, when you put the predictions out there,
That's my prediction.
what I'm saying?
Y'all hold my feet to the fire, and if it don't happen,
We did. I already wrote it down.
I'll drink. I would drink.
hey,
Got you.
I'll drink 8 Troy Aikman beers.
ooh,
I'll drink 8 of them.
we are the world. We drink the Kool-Aid. No, but it's possible. I can see it happening. The way that I can see it happening is them really trying to show they was right about letting Cooper go. So they send the instructions down to Kellen Moore,
Yeah.
go at Lamb.
Yeah.
But if they run this
He gonna get
everybody
paid.
eat offense, nope. It ain't gonna happen.
But what realistic number do you guys have though? You just off the top without seeing anything.
I give them about 1,100. I give them 9 touchdowns.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him like, I'll say about 1,200, 1,250. 8 touchdowns again. I don't think he's gonna hit over the double digits. I think 8 touchdowns again, and I'm gonna say like about 85 to 90 catches.
Hey, I'm finna step out there on something. I don't want nobody to laugh because I'm gonna say it though.
Oh, you want all of the 5?
I'm gonna go ahead and get the Kool-Aid button on myself. I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready for me. I think Toba go push Lamb.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wow!
I think
Toba
Jalen
nice though.
Yeah, I'm go ahead and
Nice.
I'm waving side to side, man. I'm waving side. I'm betting on Toba, bro. I think
He's silky
Toba and
smooth.
Lamb numbers go be about the same. Mark my words.
I think Ty Trifogle is going to push Tolbert. Don't give me.
I like Ty.
Y'all
I
got
like
that long pause.
Trifogle.
I'm sitting like, wait a minute.
No, I did a video on Fry Fogle. I like him from
Fogle,
Indiana,
okay.
but I don't know
Fogle,
if he.
Go ahead.
But I don't know if he's going to be coming in there like that. But Jalen Tolbert, he's smooth, dog. If his hands really are, because he's got good hands, but they got to be consistent. If he comes in with consistent hands early, oh man, he's silky smooth, dog. He's silky smooth.
And plus, he could be going against nickelbacks and second corners.
Ooh, give it to me.
Is he going to be our second receiver off the cut, y'all?
Yeah.
Week 1.
Yep.
He's our starting number 2.
Yep.
James Washington is like, man, y'all sleeping on my name.
I say go ahead and
Man,
do him
James
like they did Tyler Smith. Did they play with Tyler? Did they play
Hell no.
from the minicap?
Hell no.
Mm-mm. They just
They
started
said,
him.
starting left guard.
All this McGovern, you got to beat out McGovern.
Yeah.
No.
McGovern's done.
They were like,
Keep it real.
McGovern.
Let's just keep it real. McGovern's done, y'all. Let's just keep it real. I love you. And Mr. McGovern, you my dog. We talk a lot, but Conor McGovern's, he's done. Joe Philbin don't like him, he don't got no role. You know what I'm saying? Joe Philbin don't like him, and he don't got no role because they're not going to put him at left guard, even though he worked his butt off, and he's not going to play the right guard because of Zach Martin. My thing is this. Why did you hold away from them trade things then? That's the frustrating part with this organization with me, because y'all kept holding him. People were trying to poach him away from y'all with draft picks. They were trying to poach him away, and y'all kept saying, no. But now y'all ain't got a role for him, and then if you just let him go, that's a waste, right? That's a waste. That's what pisses me off. And Philbin, let me just jump on this right quick, fellas. And I'm saying this. When we talk about this offensive line, I'm going to keep saying this. Joe Philbin got the full fire of coals to his back, his neck, his head, all that. Because this offensive line must develop under him. He's had Terrence Steele. He's had Tyler Biadasz. Biadasz has not progressed. He's regressed. Terrence Steele has gotten better through Duke Manyweather, not through Joe Philbin. You got Matt Faranock, and then you got Josh Ball, who we haven't seen at all, and then you got Tyler Smith, and then you got the Matt Walesgo kid. But in those, you got 6 offensive linemen, and we ain't really seen nothing. So to me, the fire's on him, because we still are really debating about this offensive line, right? It's not hasn't been the greatest since he's been there, and he's really got to show his worth right now as this offensive line coach. You feel me?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, the pressure on him, I think he get a bad rep, but the pressure on him for sure. I think he get a real bad rep. I mean,
well, we still have a tight end. Well, we still have a offensive line coach that's out there that we can still pull. What's that guy that got into a fight up there in Giants land? Y'all like him?
Oh, Colombo.
You like Colombo?
They should have never let go of Colombo. I love Colombo because he brought attitude, and if you keep on letting him grow into that work, because he took over from the cat from the Bengals that was he was kind of softy to me. And then I felt like there was an attitude when Colombo was there. Now, it ain't all about attitude, because you got to teach these guys the right way. But I feel like when you play in the offensive line, you got to have some kind of attitude. And all I'm saying is, Joe Philbin, I mean, you got this reputation. You've been an offensive line coach, offensive coordinator, you've been a head coach, and you're Mike McCarthy's buddy. You feel me? You got to show and prove, dog. This offensive line got to take steps, and it's got to take steps. Now, I can't totally hate on him, right? Because the first 7 games, I mean, Dallas had one of the best offensive lines, the running game. was averaging like 150, 160 yards a game. So I can't sit there and just be totally critical of him, but he's got to develop these young guys, folks.
Yeah, that is what he has to do, though. That's what he had. And he gonna be tested on that. That I can't fight with you on. I want to get back to this list real quick.
Somebody put it in the chat, though. 116, 12, 114, right? 1,400. Right?
Boy, that boy Law is dead serious. Law is like, hold me to that.
Hold me to it. Because every year I got to find
I held you to it. Look.
Oh, you wrote it down.
Look, Law.
Somebody put it in the chat as well. Come on, y'all. Come on. Right division, make it plain.
I wrote it down as soon as you said it. You said 116. Look. Law, as soon as you were saying, I was like, look, I had my pen said 116. 114.
Same, bro. That's cold. Hey, that's cold.
That's okay, man.
That boy say, man, as soon as he said it, I wrote it down.
Look, right.
Boy, you boy. Ooh, that boy.
Look. 18.3 average a catch.
It's a 7 drop. Hey, as soon as it don't happen, boys gonna be like,
Wrong.
You know it's coming, Law.
I already know. But when it do happen, baby.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
We're here live out of Frisco, and we're talking now about Law's prediction. He was right. CeeDee Lamb is 116 receptions, 12 tubs. It's going to be total pandemonium. Oh, we got more news. Law Nation is the man.
I know. Hey, you have to scream that for the mountaintops, dog. If you hit that.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Hey, I love
you do.
Hey, Law. I love that one when you come in with that reporter thing.
Oh, yeah, that reporter. That's dope. Yeah. That drops stupid.
That
But
drop
real
is
quick,
hard.
man. They
go
got
ahead.
Diggs at the bottom. Under Cal Pitts.
Under Trevor Law, man.
Oh, my God, bro.
Look, slide back just a little bit. They got Trevor
Hold on.
Law ahead of Diggs.
They got Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, Lawrence, yeah. Now I can understand Devin White
me
a little
see.
bit, Quentin Williams, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor. Oh, wow. Y'all disrespectful, man. Y'all
this is
disrespectful.
PFF.
That
Wow.
Really? That's how we doing Diggs?
After that many interceptions?
Read the
They still
explanation
want to
for
keep
it.
going to them yards. They're gonna give up. They're gonna talk about them yards, but we've been talking about them other guys when they first came in the league. They gave up yards too.
Yeah, man.
He's a gambler. When you gamble, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep it real. When you gamble, they know that. That's why they throw his way. You feel me? Because they know he gambles a lot and he's always trying to get that play. So they're going to try to test it because they think they can get it over on him. I feel like he does need to clean that up a little bit. We talked about it, fellas. Even when we had Everson Walls on there, we talked about how he needs to tighten up the technique. When we had George Teague on, we said he got to tighten up the technique. But to drop him down that far after 11 interceptions, and you saw what he did his first year, and once again, Law and Boss, this dude is a baby at the position, man. He ain't been playing no damn cornerback his whole daggone career.
Right.
He was receiver halfway through Alabama before they converted him, and he didn't even want to convert. Nick Saban said he cried. He didn't want to convert.
And the explanation for AJ Terrell, they said it's one of the hardest positions to learn. If you go read it. So if it's one of the hardest positions to learn, how can you loosely say that 11 interceptions is something easy to get?
2 return for touchdowns.
2 tubs.
2 return for touchdowns.
2 tubs. And I get it, right? Diggs may not be the cup of tea that they want, far as from a DB perspective. But, man, come on, not everybody who's average getting 11 interceptions. Come on now.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And
Read
see,
that,
to me, it's all the way devaluing turnovers. Turnovers is everything.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't want Diggs to change nothing. I hope he have a year like he had last year every year.
Right.
I don't care how many yards he give up. If that make y'all dumb enough to keep throwing, Stay the same, dog.
Man,
because I want that ball. Yeah. I don't care if he give up 200 yards a game. Did you give me that ball twice? Did you give me that? Did you give our offense? Because yards don't equal points, but them turnovers convert to points.
Yeah, we don't beat the Chargers. We don't beat the Chargers if we don't catch that interception. We don't beat the. We probably don't beat the Patriots if he don't get that pick six. I know he gave the money back to him.
Eagles, I mean, he started that. He had, 2 interceptions in that game. That started the defensive kind of. I mean, those interceptions is like sacks.
The Carolina Panthers.
And he said it himself. Interceptions is harder than sacks. Sacks are easier. And when you get an interception and you get 11, you know how hard it is to get 11 interceptions in the NFL,
bro.
You know how hard it is to get 11 interceptions in the NFL, dog.
Yeah. In the league. Man,
that's hard.
I don't want Diggs to change nothing.
Who's the last person that got double-digit interceptions besides Diggs?
Everson Walls and probably Dion, maybe.
No, they ain't throw Dion that way. No, they were like, nah.
They ain't chunk at Dion like that.
Anthony Harris, didn't he get double digits before? Did he get double digits before he came to Dallas?
Before he came to Dallas.
He was at Cleveland?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, before he came to Dallas.
J.C. Jackson, of course, J.C. Jackson got double digits, but.
He got double digits? When did he get double digits?
I think year before last.
Did he get double digits?
I think J.C.
What did he get, 10?
10 or something like that. Y'all look it up. And DeMonte KZ, he got 7 interceptions before in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I think anything over 3 is elite.
Right.
It really is, because people don't understand how hard it is to get interceptions in this daggone league, man. It's not easy. Yeah. For real.
Double digits? Bro, that's crazy.
And they said Howard, Xavier Howard.
Oh, that's right. Xavier Howard, yeah. And somebody said Dion never did it. Yeah, you're right. They never tested him that much.
Yeah, they wasn't foolish.
Right.
But you can't put AJ Terrell. You can't put AJ Terrell in that red window for how they looking at that list, saying that he only gave up 200 yards. But that's against number 2s and number 3 wide receivers. He's not shadowing the number 1 wide receiver.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right, he's not shadowing, and just like what Boss was saying, okay, yeah, he's not giving up a lot of yards, but is he getting turnovers? Here's the thing. You may not, let's say you held a receiver right 40 yards, okay, but if, let's say Diggs gave up like 110, but he had 2 interceptions, and Dallas won the game off them turnovers, what did you want more? The guy that shut a dude down for 40 yards and this dude that gave up 100 but got 2 interceptions and changed the game?
You know what new
interceptions
drop?
And changed the game.
You know what new drop I'm gonna go find? You remember that Tyrese? What do you want from me? I'm gonna find that drop because that's the new Trayvon Diggs drop. You know,
for real.
You know what are he? I think that's what he said. What am I supposed to do? You know, so I believe that's
what,
it.
Trevor Diggs? Let me tell you this, Diggs. If you ever watch this show, you will have to clean up them yards because Stephen Jones gonna use it against you, dog.
He is. Ooh.
So get ready for that. So you tighten it up a little bit because Stephen Jones, he ain't tripping now because you ain't near the year. But now you're getting closer to that deal. He gonna say, "Well, you gave up 1,000 yards and you gave up 900 something the year before. I don't know if I can pay you that money." That's what's coming, Diggs.
That's
so
what's
tighten
coming.
that up.
That's what's coming.
Yeah.
And see, this is another thing I'm gonna defend Diggs on. Diggs a lot of times did follow the best receivers too.
He did.
He sure did. He was scared.
How many yards Mike
DJ
Evans
Moore
got? How many yards Mike Evans got?
Shut him down.
Shut
him down.
Yoga fire.
Keenan Allen.
Yoga claim.
I think he had 21 pass defense, so he blocked away that. And I think
he
AJ
was one of the tops in the league behind
13,
J.C. Jackson. Him and J.C. Jackson were the tops.
Yeah,
in pass
bro.
defense.
Man.
So
and
people hate that he had
I can
over
tell y'all
20
one
pass
thing.
defense.
He's a better He's a better tackler than AJ Terrell.
Yeah, he got to be more. He got to be better though. I don't like when he come with that shoulder though. I don't like.
Yeah, he is a shoulder tackler, but AJ.
I don't like that shoulder guy.
Yeah, he's a shoulder love man. He ain't about that. Like, hey, I'm gonna make a business decision.
He give you shoulder. Hey, boss. He ain't tackling like boss was. He give you shoulder love.
You get that shoulder.
See, this is what I want everybody chat to do. Everybody that's watching on Big Game James, everybody that's watching on Law, everybody watching on Boss Cowboy Sports. Who would you rather have, Byron Jones or Diggs?
Both.
Diggs.
Both right now, baby. Oh my God.
But we have both of them. That feel real good. Oh my God.
Diggs.
We saw Byron Jones there.
You got to pick one.
Give me Diggs. Give me Diggs.
I'm going
We going
Diggs.
Diggs because we want a playmaker. But man, if we still have Byron Jones, fellas, because then we have the guy who is just a sticky guy. Kevin Joseph, you can be that guy. Stay your butt out of trouble.
Get your damn act together.
For real? For real?
That's real. Hey,
I mean,
dog, I'm going
got
with
the
Diggs.
potential, dang
So
on it.
the reason why I asked that question because PFF, everybody saying Diggs. This is overwhelming Diggs. Everybody voting. I see it. It's Diggs without question.
Yeah.
So for PFF, this is my point. For everybody that won't shut down, people that don't get caught on, you want Byron Jones. For people who want playmakers and the ball, Diggs. All day.
I want playmakers.
All right.
I want playmakers.
Who's better starting off, Peters or Diggs?
I'm going Diggs too.
Peters.
Marcus Peters or Diggs?
I'm going Diggs
Ooh,
because Diggs
Marcus
don't
Peters,
have the
he's a
experience.
right. Peters been playing DB the whole daggone time.
I'm talking about
So that
like
arrow
just
is-
starting off like from what we see right now.
I'm going Diggs.
I like Diggs because that arrow because he's still growing. Like this is only his second year, third year in the NFL, and his first couple years at Alabama he was a receiver. So you really saying let's say 4 years, fellas, 2 in the NFL, 2 in college, and he broke his foot his junior year. So really, he really got 3.5 years of cornerback, and look what he's doing.
I'm gonna challenge both of y'all. I'm gonna challenge both of y'all because I know both of y'all love defense just like me, man. I'm gonna say, all right, who you rather have, Diggs, Lattimore, Ward, or Humphries?
Diggs.
Still Diggs.
Yep. I gotta go with the guy. I gotta go with the guy that get the ball, bro.
A big game quiet over there because I know he watched all of those kids play, especially Ward and Lattimore.
Now, them some dogs now, Law. Them some dogs.
I know I put you in the box,
That's
man.
why I paused. You put me on the box. But see, here's the thing
Oh
that
my
I'm going to go
God.
with Diggs. Look at that. The
he got that
playmaking ability. Because here's the thing. Lattimore and them guys been playing that position. This dude is still learning it.
Right.
He can just really get a whole mastery of it. Do we understand how good this dude's going to be when he – look,
Right.
bro, let's just keep it real. Don't he look out like a receiver out there? Let's keep it
Right.
real. When you watch him, don't he look like a receiver?
He do.
That's a receiver. That's a receiver, bro.
Some people
He just
saying,
attacks the ball
some people
well.
saying Ward though, man. Ward is nice though.
Man, give me
Ward
that.
is a dog.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You ain't
Man, Ward can go kick rocks. Give me young
Give me-
I'm
Diggs.
taking that. Yeah, I'm taking that.
Give me
taking that,
young
dog.
Diggs, dog.
Look at him. Look at him.
What is Diggs gonna be 2 years from now?
Look at it.
Look at
Look
Give
at
me
that. Give me that.
What?
Hey, you saw how he hopped over? Look at my guy Parsons.
Oh,
Look at Parsons.
and look.
Get at Parsons, baby.
at-
Yeah.
What? Man, give me
hate you.
playmaking. Y'all better
Yeah.
stop
Oh, yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
give
him,
me
boss.
Yoga
Tell him,
fire.
boss.
Give me,
Yoga flame.
give me playmaking,
Look,
dog.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. That's mine.
Scary Terry, ain't scary.
No, sir.
Man,
Yes, sir.
and then I tell you
like a
what,
receiver
I
out
saw
there,
I
dog.
saw Evans cook Lattimore,
yeah.
even though Lattimore he won more.
Yeah. That Lattimore.
He won more.
Somebody said that Lattimore.
But give me Diggs,
Lattimore's
dog.
a dog, man, because the arrow's still pointing up. He's a baby at this
Yeah,
position, man.
it's that arrow.
It's that arrow.
That's the key,
The
big.
arrow.
It's the arrow,
Arrow.
to me. Give me
Arrow.
the dude that been playing corner 3 years and you already tied Everson Wall's record.
Yeah.
Give me that dude. And then let me ask everybody a question. Who got more interceptions? Deion Sanders or Everson Walls?
Oh wow.
Everson Walls,
I think Everson. Yeah.
doesn't he?
I think.
Yep.
collectively,
Everson
yeah.
got
Everson
like
Walls.
45.
Yeah, he got.
Walls got like
Everson
45,
Walls.
almost 50.
So
Yeah.
Diggs is gonna get you interceptions every year.
Yeah.
It might not be 11. It might only be 6. on a bad year, but he go get you interceptions.
And 6 is awesome in any year.
Year.
Wall's got 2 rings, right? Or 1? He got 2? One. Okay.
He got one with the Giants.
He got one. He got that last one.
And Prime got 2.
That was in the 90s, right?
Yeah. Prime got 2. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So,
but back in the days, it was the debate of Rod Woodson or Prime.
But you know what? Well, here's the thing. You know why people love Rod Woodson? But you know
Woodson was true.
Woodson was a dog. And here, hold up. Yeah, we could go with that one because Woodson was a dog.
No, we not.
Now, boss.
He got 2 Woodsons. You got Rod Woodson, the safety, and you got Rod Woodson, the DB. But go ahead.
No, the Rod Woodson, the DB at Pittsburgh was hot nasty, and he was getting INTs.
The kickoff return.
He could get INTs and take him to the house. He could take him to the house.
I'm trying to make sure I understand y'all correctly. Are y'all putting somebody that actually breathed air on the level of Prime? Am I hearing that?
Yoga fire.
Wait a minute now. I can't stand Rod Woodson. The 49er Rod, nor the Ravens Rod or the Steelers Rod. I can't stand them. You know, and for that same degree.
Rod was a dog.
For that same degree, this is why I stand with Prime because that hurt, dog. But hey, this is why I can't stand with Prime. Prime cost us one. He PI'd playmaker.
He did.
And the only reason why
that's not the debate.
But the only reason why I got Prime over Rod Woodson is because the playmaker owned Rod Woodson. And there's no debate about that.
That's no debate. But that's the only receiver ever to make plays on Prime. It is no receiver ever that made plays on Prime. He shut down the very best, including Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
You shut down Jerry Rice 1-on-1. Hold on, bro.
Look, boy. The best pure corner to ever play the game is Deion Sanders.
Okay.
But the most versatile defender, top 3 to ever play the game is Rod Woodson because he could play corner, he could play strong,
safety,
he could play free, nickel, whatever. Right? So he's the most versatile guy, one of the most versatile guys to ever play the game.
Now I would say if I had to give
and he had
one
speed
guy,
too.
He had speed.
Yeah. See, that's where I can't fight Rod. The fact that he can play free, strong, nickel, and either corner. Ooh.
Yeah. And he got INTs too. He wasn't just a dude that could cover you. He was getting interceptions, and he could take it to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he predates. I see a lot of people talking about
until he blew that knee up.
Ed Reed and all of Troy. Those was a whole nother generation. Sean Taylor was the one who kicked off. Really, Darren Woodson was the one that kicked off that generation.
Yeah.
The big linebacker.
Yeah.
The linebacker to convert into the safety.
Yeah.
He kicked it off because he was like that at Arizona State. He was like that hybrid that nobody was really talking about. And Woodson really started it, like you said, Law, because he had the height and the weight, and he could play that multiple, and people started really changing that position with Woodson.
Can I say one thing about Woodson real quick before we go to the next topic, bro?
Yeah.
Just keeping it 100. I got to say this. It ain't no safety that could cover maybe but Ed Reed like Darren Woodson.
Sean Taylor?
Nah.
Sean Taylor was nice though.
What?
But not like when I saw Woodson go down there and cover slots, you didn't even need a nickel package with him.
Yeah. But where you putting Troy then? Palamamu.
Under Darren. Woodson was that nice. Yes.
Palomalo, dog? Over Palomalo, dog?
Yes.
Come on,
over Palomalo.
Over Palomalo, dog?
Yes.
Come on.
Palomalo was an international, bro. He was pure football, man. They allowed him to go wherever he wanted to go in that defense because he was so pressed. He was so proud.
Man, y'all ain't
I-
y'all not
I
finna
love-
disrespect
boss,
Darren.
Boss, I love the Kool-Aid, but man, hey man, come on, man.
Who caught a touchdown on Darren?
Well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about all impact in terms of player, man. You're talking about just pure coverage. That's all. You got to look at the whole package.
That's what
right?
I said. That's what I said. I said coverage from the beginning. That's what I said.
Okay. Who called TDs on Troy Polamalu?
Oh, plenty. Stop that. Plenty.
Who called TDs? I'm asking you.
Plenty. Now, come on now. Come on now.
Troy Polamalu.
Come on now. Okay, who could cover better, Darren or Polamalu? Who could cover better?
Who made more impactful plays?
No, who could cover better? Who could cover better?
Who made more?
They putting
Who
head
made
and
more
shoulders
impactful
in here,
plays?
man.
See, hold on. See,
It's just
hold on
two
real quick.
different
I need to
Come
get
on,
my
brands of football, man.
Come on.
Hey,
Come
man.
on. Whatever.
Man.
So I'm gonna answer this question, but see, I'm not like the OC. I'm gonna be.
It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy
I'ma
to
answer the
actually
question.
say publicly that he
See, I see how you do,
drunk
OC.
Kool-Aid. Listen, I do
You
not
don't answer
drink
questions.
Kool-Aid without first measuring.
I'm finna answer the question. I ain't gonna do like you, OC. You play shady.
They
I'm gonna
fighting.
say how it go. All
I'll
right.
answer.
Who was the better football player in terms of playmaking? Polamalu. Who was the better coverage safety? Darren Woodson.
Coverage. Yeah. I mean, you saying coverage. Okay,
But
you just-
was Troy hold on real quick. Was Troy on a whole nother level of playmaking? No.
Yes.
Like Polamalu was like right here. Darren Woodson was right here when it come to playmaking. When it come to covering, Darren was right here. Polamalu was right here. You couldn't put Troy on the slot and say cover
Boss.
Cole Beasley. You couldn't. Y'all need to
Boss.
stop it.
Boss, I see it differently. Boss, Polamalu was a 4-3 guy coming out of UNC. Polamalu covered slots, X's, and he completely manipulated the defensive game. He gave you he was the birth of that pure rover safety. Rover safety, the guy that played the birth of the guys that were dominant playing rover safety was Troy Polamalu in this
Law.
era, man.
Help him.
Hey, no offense to Woody. No offense
Help
to
him,
Woody.
Law.
I think that you are
Big.
grossly underestimating
look, man.
Troy Polamalu's impact on the football game, Boss Cowboy, to make your point. I love you. You my guy.
You said
but I'm
he
telling
birthed it when Darren Woodson was the birth of the real hybrid big nickel?
I'm
Are you
saying-
kidding me?
He
Are
was the
you
birth
kidding
of
me?
that hybrid.
The first person to actually be a true hybrid safety that nobody
Troy-
ever saw before was Darren Woodson.
Troy Polamalu took over games. He completely took over games.
Oh my
Darren
God.
Woodson took out receivers. There's a difference.
Man,
Troy Polamalu took over games with the plays he made, Boss Cowboy. I'm sorry.
So you don't
I'm sorry,
remember that
boss.
concussion he gave Roddy Pete? You don't remember that
Of
concussion he
course.
gave him with that elbow?
Of course.
You talking about
boss.
taking
He
over
was-
games? Are you kidding me?
Man, somebody need to
Boss
give
Cowboy.
Woodson the gold jacket though. He need
For real.
He
All right.
need a gold jacket. We gonna move on from that one. He need a
That
gold
we
jacket.
move on.
Because
right.
Leroy Butlers is in there, right? And the other guy made it.
Your
to
boy Dawkins was a dog from
Dawkins.
Philly.
Dawkins was
a dog.
nice.
Dawkins was nice.
Dawkins was nice.
Yeah, I couldn't stand
And then you got
I hated him.
it.
Darren Woodson played on a broken arm. Man, boss.
All
Yeah,
Right.
Troy. Go ahead, boss.
Law
I mean, go ahead,
Nation.
Law, sorry. Go ahead, Law.
You started
Go ahead,
some more country. This is
Law. I'm gonna
this
keep going. I'ma keep
this
going,
is a
Law.
controversy.
I'm gonna keep going, Law. So stop me. Stop me, Law. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
You finished?
I'm not finished.
Finished.
Go stop.
said
I'm
you
not even finished. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop, boss. I'm gonna stop so we can move on. Go ahead.
LC said I'm just gonna stop.
Cool. All right. Cool. All right. All right.
He
All
said
right.
we'll finish this another day.
Yeah.
God dog, but I'm
I'm gonna watch y'all's next show because y'all gonna go at it on the next one.
Man, I'm gonna bring more evidence because I'm sick of this. He acting like Troy Polamalu didn't get burned. Yes, he did.
Your evidence,
the Green Bay
your
game.
evidence compared to what I'm gonna say is gonna get poo-pooed on. I'm telling you, poo-pooed all over the place. I'm telling you. Now look,
He said
I'm telling you.
poo platter.
Poo-poo.
all over the place. It's gonna
All
be
right.
poo-pooed on. I'm telling you.
All right, Law. You started something on your Twitter, bro.
Man, come on, man, with it. Yeah.
He doing that Edrin. Here you go with that Edrin James
Edrin
stuff.
James, baby. Big Game James, cousin, man.
Stuff.
Big Game James, your cousin, man. Look, I was saying that he was on pace to having Hall of Fame numbers, but it wasn't based upon those stats and those accolades, right? It was based upon another one that a guy by the name of Outlaw Cowboy, he posted a nice little excerpt saying that through 88 games, Ezekiel Elliott has a higher career scrimmage numbers, right, of 109.4, which is his numbers is higher than Marshall Faulks, LaDainian Tomlinson, Eric Dickerson, right? I posted that, right? And only 3 other running backs is higher than Ezekiel Elliott, and the names are Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, and Walter Payton. So I said, hey, man, Ezekiel Elliott first 6 years in the NFL, he is on pace of having Hall of Famer numbers, right? And left and right, I got beat down by people trying to shank me with the butter knife, saying, Law,
You liar!
you know, so they were going at me, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. So I went and did a comparison analysis of the first 6 years of Edrin James and Ezekiel Elliott. And if you look at the numbers, they are very shockingly the same. And all I said is, hey, don't Edrin James have a gold jacket, by the way? So, hey, if you click my community tab, you'll see this all the way down about the.
Hold on, let me go to it.
You go to my community tab. They was at me shanking me with the butter knife. Click the community tab. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Go all the way down. Go all the way down. This is on my YouTube. Go all the way down.
Right here?
No, keep going. That right there. That's what they got mad about. Scroll up.
Right here. Ooh.
Scroll
Let
up.
me
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through.
yeah.
Should I click on the comments, dog?
Click on. You gonna call them out on the front? Oh, okay.
Okay. Ooh, let's go. Let's put it all out there. Ooh, let's make it big.
Yeah, you call it. You call them out real for real now.
Okay. Mario was cool.
Yeah, some of them I don't know.
Yeah, I see a lot of people rocking with you,
They're
Law.
rocking with me. It was some, it was some. It's somewhere in there.
The first 4,
I don't know
I ain't gonna be
the
messing and read your whole thing.
Yeah, it's some
But the
people.
first
out there.
4, they rocking with you. They was rocking with
I put
you.
it out there, you know.
Yeah, but that is your channel too. Twitter a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Twitter gonna spice it up a little.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, but see, what's your thoughts on that, Big? Oh, your volume, big dog. Try it again, dog. Come out and come in. Come out and come in. All right, this is my thoughts on it. Law, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Appreciate
I
it,
don't know why so many people. Well, I think I do know why. I think ever since the holdout, there are some people that grew some resentment at Zeke.
Right.
Because ever since he held out, there's a crowd of people that it don't matter what happens with Zeke. It's like they upset with him. It's like once he got paid,
Yeah.
it's like the love went somewhere, you know? Because they clocked him at practice at 22 miles an hour, OC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go read Cowboy fans and what they got to say about it, though. You think they care?
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm going to say, and this is just pretty straightforward, Law is completely correct. Law Nation is completely correct. He's on pace to have a prolific career. It's just the aspect of his contract. And the reason why you don't have as many people cheering for Ezekiel Elliott now is because of just flat out financial envy. Right? When they saw a $90-something million contract, all of a sudden the standards become outrageous, and you're not really compared amongst your peers in the way that you were before. You have to be so much over and above your peers to justify in those people's minds in terms of your salary and your contract. Now, if Ezekiel Elliott can manage to rush for 1,000 yards the next 4 seasons, some type of way, and I don't believe all of those seasons will be with the Cowboys, but on the next team he goes to, I think in terms of the Hall of Fame jacket with Ezekiel Elliott, the key is going to be the second phase of his career.
Right.
The team he plays on when he's not with the Cowboys. And if he can be productive on that second team to any regard over a 3 or 4 year period, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, man, based on his toughness, his accolades, his performance, his yards per carry, which a lot of people still don't recognize, even with young offensive linemen, bad offensive linemen, his yards per carry are still over 4 on his career. You know, He's like 4.5, 4.6 yards per carry. So the dude, that's phenomenal, man. That's phenomenal. So no, he's a great player, no doubt.
And here's my thing with Ezekiel Elliott. I'm not saying make Ezekiel Elliott the end all be all. I think that you can stretch out his career by making him a split back. You give both carries to Ezekiel Elliott now and Tony Pollard. I think that worked wonderful for Big Jerome Bettis, for crying out loud, when they brought in Fast Willie Parker. I'm for sure thinking that Tony Pollard is a whole lot better than Fast Willie Parker as an overall running back. And I think that Ezekiel Elliott can give you a little bit more of a burst than what Big Jerome Bettis is doing. You just have to cater and critique your approach to this game. And I think that the Cowboys getting back to 12 look can open up so many alleyways. But don't look at Ezekiel Elliott as an isolated situation. Don't look at what the kid is doing, Jonathan Taylor or any of the other running backs is doing, but look at the collective. Go back and watch the first 6 weeks, even the absolute game that we lost against the Buccaneers. He was able to bounce a few runs on the outside. If we had a seasonal offensive coordinator, we wouldn't even have this conversation. If you just pick up Ezekiel Elliott, just pick him up and put him on the 49ers.
Oh.
And you'll be saying it's just not fair. They got Debo and they got Elijah Elliott, and it'll be just crazy in a different system. Or you pick up Ezekiel Elliott now and put him in Miami's system with that particular offensive coordinator who's the head coach there. It would be a whole nother type of world, but I digress.
Well, Law, I'm glad you brought that up because Coach Maul said something. He said, boss, my question is, we gave Zeke a contract but less carries.
Yeah, collectively, yeah.
It's
a whole lot more. A whole lot less. I mean, a whole lot less. Go ahead, OC.
No, I was just going to say, man, we know what it is exactly. It's the buy-in of the Kellen Moore way. That's what it is. It's the buy-in of the Kellen Moore way. That is what has directly impacted Ezekiel Elliott because, whatever we want to say about the Jason Garrett era is fine. But one thing that Jason Garrett was committed to doing was running the football. That is one thing he was committed to doing. And when you have that commitment in a passing NFL, the thing is this, guys, and this is what I really believe in, and I'm willing to show tape or do whatever to prove this point. The NFL, in terms of the physicality with linemen, you got great linemen, you got great athletes, guys that are stronger, bigger, faster than ever before. But you don't have the toughness that the league once exhibited because of the passing nature and the passing culture of the NFL. And that's why being committed to running the football is so effective. If you're committed to running the football, especially late in games, you will break people. And you've seen it with the San Francisco 49ers, even going against the LA Rams, right? You've seen it with the Pittsburgh Steelers. You'll see it with the Baltimore Ravens. People that are really committed to running the football, at the end of the games, man, they break the backs of people. And so it's something to be said about buying into Kellen Moore's way. And what ends up happening is that ownership, in part, have really just chosen, hey, we're riding with our guy, Kellen Moore. And whatever the casualties are, what the casualties will be, unfortunately.
I want to say one more thing, get to Law's point. Who brought up Bettis? Because I was talking to Clarence Hill about that. And I was saying that I believe that we need to actually start seeing Zeke like Bettis. I think that's the perfect comp, and that's what you would want in a combo running back. Because wasn't it Bettis and Parker that won the Super Bowl?
Fast Willie Parker.
Yeah. And that was a good combo, Law. That was a good combo. It was Pollard, it was thunder and lightning, just like Pollard and Zeke. One was physical, one was gonna wear you down. Jerome Bettis didn't have the speed that he used to have at the Rams, but he still always was the Ram. He was a battering ram. It would wear down a defense, and I just don't think it's appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I think is a better comp?
Mm-hmm.
No, just real quick, Law, and that'd be 30 seconds. You know what I think will be the better comp? How I really think in today's NFL, you should use Ezekiel Elliott. You should use Ezekiel Elliott the way that the LA Rams used Marshall Faulk later in his career. Because Ezekiel Elliott can catch. And so what they did with him, they put him in the freaking slot. And they let him work small DBs. Ezekiel Elliott is always open on those routes he runs, those out and ups, those wheel routes. He can catch the football, and then they will feed him the ball with power plays in zone. And that preserved his career because he wasn't as fast as he was when he played with the Colts. He was a different guy the second half of his career when they won that championship. And he still racked up yards because they had power zone concepts. They used him in the slot. They used him periodically in the screen. Go ahead, Law.
Yeah, now for that example there, Marshall Faulk didn't finish his career with the Colts. He had to he had moved on, right? And some people saying LaDainian Thompson, he didn't finish his career with the Chargers. He had to move on, and there's a common pattern with this, So as far as the comp of Marshall Faulk, I think that, in my opinion, that Tony is more of that type of wide receiver, of catching the ball inside the slide and catching it. I think that if you have designed plays for Ezekiel Elliott, it's better versus being a dump-off guy, because sometimes he catch that dump-off pass and his startup speed is not as fast as it is if it's on a stride or what have you. But I feel what you're saying, though, with that analysis.
Hey, can you elaborate on that, OC?
Yeah, man. I mean, this, and I agree with you, Law, just in hindsight. But I think that, one thing that you can definitely do with Ezekiel Elliott is you can move him around and manipulate him so that he can attack the line of scrimmage, to your point, Law, from different angles, right?
Right.
Because if you think about Deebo Samuels and what they've done, even with their other running backs, they manipulate the alignment of their running backs, right? It's not predictable, right? They'll pull and trap not just tackles and guards, but they'll pull and trap with tight ends. They will even have a lead back, and they will trap with the lead back, right, and hand off the ball to their running back behind him. So it's different running schemes that you can implement to manipulate and help Ezekiel Elliott get off. And what he does best is come straight downhill and then put his foot in the ground and go, right, and give as much as he possibly can. So, no, to your point, excellent point still.
I want to show you some OC and Law and get y'all thoughts on this real quick, okay? Because I got a film session that's coming out tomorrow, all right? And in this film session, it's on Dontario Drummond, okay? Yeah. But the way that Ole Miss used him, right? So I'm going to just kind of show the thumbnail. So that's coming out tomorrow. But what I want to talk about is how Ole Miss used him. And when you would look at how Ole Miss used him, I could see the Dallas Cowboys easily using Pollard like this, and to a degree Zeke. So I want to show you, Law. I want to show you, OC. Go through the film breakdown with both of you guys, and then let's just talk about it real quick, because I don't think we see this enough with Pollard. And Coach Marv just brought that up. We're going to do another film session on that too. But check this out.
The OC.
The film breakdown.
So here's some concepts real quick. Looking at how they used him, I call him a space athlete, because when you look at how they was using him, they kept putting him in space with flare routes. Right. So y'all got it.
And then he can throw that thing
slide motion, reverse out. Yeah, so that's a slide motion, reverse out screen, right? You got twins on one side, and then you reverse him in, throw the screen to him, and let him get in space and do his thing. So, no, that's a good design. Really good design. twins receivers or blockers. Again, you see him going laterally. They get him out of space. That's a design play. Again, it's the exact same type of play, but it's just to the opposite side, right? So you're going to see him motion and flare, and then you got two blocking receivers. So you see him on the move all the time, right? He's on the move. He's stuttering. He's reversing out. They're going to throw him the ball. Again, those twins receivers are blockers for him. Let him get in space and get busy and do what he can in terms of getting yardage, right? Being elusive.
Yes, indeed.
All right, here it is again. So this is strips. He's an inside receiver, right? He's staggered back. This looks like a screen. Let's see what they do with it.
Got him
All right.
zone too.
Yep, it's a screen. Yep, it's a screen, and then he's up the field. Yeah, so that's what you do with your guys that are shifty and that can make people miss. You use him like an athlete and let him do his thing. So now he's a twin receiver. Let's see what he does here. Is he going to motion back, or is he going to run some type of quick out, or either a two route? Okay, that's the screen again. All right, boom. Let him be dynamic and just get upfield and do his thing. So yeah, I mean, you using him in space, you using him to try to, like, you believe that he is better athletically than the guys that he's playing against. That's another run off screen. That's trips, and then he gets a couple yards here and they gang tackle him. So hey, he's a good athlete. At the same time, I think that you can use him a little bit smarter with getting him up the field some, which is how the Chiefs try to use Tyreek Hill. They try to get him up the field versus have him running laterally sideways. But when you fast like that and you rip off chunks of yardage like he's doing right here on this play, then it all makes sense. But in the
let
NFL,
me pause it, because actually that wasn't a series of plays. I just cut up all the screens.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I was showing how they was using them in space, so it's not actually in order, just so you know. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So
Cool.
I'm going to show his vertical plays, and I was showing how they was using them in space, because I wanted you and Law to talk about the concepts of using your athletes better in space, which I don't see them using Pollard, his hands, or Zeke enough at all. What's your thoughts on that, Law?
No, you got to give these guys like that short area quickness. That's what you see. That's why when you look at 40 times, like so many people so stuck on 40 times because he ran a 4.62, and they say, well, this kid is slow. If you rewind that, you saw how he captured the edge. That is not 4.62.
I know what you're talking about.
Right,
I'll go back to it.
Right. And
here.
And my nephew played football with this kid, and he said, man, hey, Law, this dude runs a 4.4, man. I promise you, I seen it with my eyes. But, that's the record that goes down in the books that he ran a 4.62. Watch how he captured the edge, squeezes off of there, and then he get more yards after contact off of this one and just still get upfield. So you see the short area quickness there. And if you give somebody like that, like Tony Pollard, who's a great kickoff return, got good field vision.
Right.
Man, the Cowboys can do some crazy stuff, but they got to utilize this part of the playbook. And it's theirs available. Tell them more. Call him, man. Call up this offensive coordinator and see if you can pick his brain.
OC.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Yo. No. And to this point, 100% agree. And here's the difference. Tony Pollard is a pure sprinter. This dude is a sprinter that plays running back. You know what I'm saying? And a great athlete, too. So if you get him in space, when he drops that thing in sixth gear, baby, that's it. It's a wrap. He going to the house, man. He going to the house. So, this is a part of the maturation of Kellen Moore, and hopefully he puts these wrinkles into his offense to give us the tactical mismatches versus teams in space with the athletes that we do have. So hopefully he incorporates stuff like this, man. I hope so.
So these are some vertical small concepts that he did. Basically, you can see his sticks. So I ain't gonna get into the whole film session because then y'all ain't gonna watch tomorrow. So let me turn it off.
But one thing that I can tell all
I ain't gonna
the
give up
people
the
that
whole
say,
film session.
To the people that's in the chat that was saying, Law, these are college plays. But look at the formation of the defense. There was more zone defense, dropping a lot of DBs, and they was giving the Matt Carroll the underneath. They're giving him the underneath, and he was taking advantage of it. So I think that
nothing wrong with college plays.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with college plays. Matter of fact, one of the things that Reed does for Kansas City, he has a scouting team, and that's all they do is they watch college football to find creative ways to use their own players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing wrong with getting your concepts from college. If you seeing a concept in college and you seeing them being creative on how they using one of their best athletes in space, you can take it.
You know what? I don't have no issues with that.
Take it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you can take that wrinkle. All right, final words. Well, we in the off season and we all pushing out a lot of content. Law is killing it, obviously, on content. The OC, he had a video that did real big numbers. So thank y'all for supporting everybody. But what I want to say is make sure that y'all keep up, because we throwing out a lot of information that I'm certain between Law and myself and Big that y'all not getting in a lot of different places. If you stay with us, I'm certain that you're going to be very ready for the training camps. You're going to be very ready for the competitions. You're going to already have a feel of these guys' strengths, some of these guys' weaknesses. So my final word is this. We was kind of more fun today. We was more gossip, but y'all already know the final word is going to be about that business. And we're going to continue to throw out even more concepts between Law, Big, the OC, and myself, and we go get into some geometry in this baby. So y'all stay with us. Also, it's too many people watching that have not hit that like, and I understand we get busy, we eating, we cooking, we driving. Pause. Hit the like, because that's how you push all of us up. Just do that. And if you're not a sub and you like the content between Law, between me, between Big Game James and the OC, go subscribe to all the channels. Those are my final words.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, guys. Hey, listen, it's fun times, guys. And hey, I got some more content coming out near the end of the week. I'm going to talk about WWE wrestling and how that's related to the Cowboys. So you guys don't want to miss that video. That's going to be a fun one. Look, a lot of upside, a lot of potential. We're in the season of optimism, right? This is the off season. This is before training camp. We're in the season of optimism. So let's remain optimistic while we break down the latest and the greatest on these players, where we project them to be, what's going to happen next. And you guys just stay with us. That's my final word.
That's good right there, DOC. I love that. I'm going to have to use that one, the season of optimism. Now, we just got out of the Lion season. That was right before the draft when everybody's saying, hey, this is going to happen, that will happen, this player will be picked up. But now we are in the optimism season when we're giving these young guys a chance to make a name for themselves, right? So we're looking at all of the film and we going through all of the film, and we're going to make sure that we give you guys all of the positive, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but we're going to give you guys the information on how said player would fit in with the Dallas Cowboys. So give these guys a chance. Keep this in mind too, Cowboy Nation. None of these guys are already proven. They are all unpolished. I recall the playmaker and Parsons, they was on a podcast together, and Parsons said, now it's time for me to up my knowledge of the game, because now the opposition got tape on me. So I got to sharpen my knife. I got to really carve this in that I got to be the best player possible for the 2022 season, because we are missing out some of the guys that did it for us last year. So we got to make sure that all of those things are all together, Cowboy Nation. And I can't wait for this, pretty much the OTAs and the training camps and everything to kick off, so we can have our versions of what we see out of the guys that's out there on the field. So I really appreciate everybody. If you're watching all the way to this point, like my guy, the OC, and Boss Cowboy said, and you haven't hit that like button and you still here, come on, man.
Shame.
For real.
Shame.
Sharing is caring, man.
Shame.
And subscribe,
Yoga
man.
fire. Yoga flame.
And give donations. There's super thanks too. So give out super thanks, because going out to Oxnard is definitely not cheap.
Right on, man. That was Law.
Drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Drop it hard.
Let's go.
It's time to
And that was the final word. Yeah. So let's get it, man. Oh man. Yeah, man.
That Joker just crazy with it,
I've been really in the field.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
Shout out to you, Coach Maul, man. Thanks for the donation.
Shout out.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have the ticket.
No days off, fellas. No days off.
Yeah.
I'm taking off next week.
Kind of check us on.
You take it off.
I just wanna run it up.
Re-up, man. Nothing wrong with re-ing up,
Count
though.
that too, count it up.
Hey, man. I don't see how you do it, bro.
I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens. I
Oh,
need that
man.
change to the
My boy
side.
Tyler say, I thought I was subbed. Exactly. We got to double check, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's so many people that's watching that be just watching and just don't subscribe. I'll be like, man, come on.
Subscribe button, man. It does freaky things to the algorithm.
Y'all help get the homie Law to 100,000, man. We're trying to get Law to 100,000 by December.
To remember, let's get it.
Let's get Law to 100,000, man.
Man,
I want to be at 10,000.
let's get you there, man. You can get there.
Let's get it.
You go to Oxnard, you get that 10 grand right now.
Let's get it.
Yeah.